Hey dudes, how's it going? Welcome back to more Honkai Star Rail. Last time we were just doing, or actually we were just hanging out with Clara last time and doing some companion missions last time we were playing Star Rail. This time, I want to start doing some more adventure missions because I haven't done them in such a very long time. And plus, not only that, there's new story stuff out. But we will cover this at some point. I want to get a couple, like, at least adventure mission stuff out before we get into the story stuff. I'm missing one videotape about this one. That's weird. Anyways, not only that, but I wanted to clean this laundry list of these adventure quests out. So we'll do 2, I think is how we did it last time. I think we did 2, and then it pretty much filled out an episode nicely. I guess it depends how long it is too. But we're gonna start cleaning stuff out like this. We will get to the new stuff. Don't worry. We will get to this in due time, and I will make a video talking about all the stuff they add and stuff. But for now, at the moment, I just want to clean this whole list out and stuff. I don't know if we'll do the museum anytime soon. This could be done literally anytime. And I think it actually has... Oh yeah, there's like another event quest out right now too. Let's see. Yeah, it's got 16 days on it, so we'll probably do it at some point before that time goes up. But right now, I just want to get to just clean out this laundry list of quests, and then we'll go on to the new stuff. And don't worry, when we get there, it'll be great. I'll go over literally as much as I can. For now, let's just head back to Herta's spaceship. That's where this one quest is. And I felt kind of bad because, like, I haven't been doing any of these adventure quests in a very long time. And I want to do more Simulated Universe too, but again, that could be done at any point in time. But I feel bad because this stuff should have been done, like, way before the update came out. Is there something chasing me? Oh. That enemy right here. What's this one about? Monsters roaming around the cabin. Abraham's life is at stake. His safety is most urgent. Matters most. Asking about the details of the crisis. Okay. Well, there's enemies in here. Oh, there he is. Today I'm gonna get justice for Alfred. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, don't come near me. Go away. Beat him up. Yeah, we will get to do stuff eventually.
Not a scratch. There's always a weakness.
He's doing a surprise amount of damage.
Can I have fun this
Hold
time?
on, what level these? That's not it. What level these guys? Oh, 72. Oh, they scale? Interesting. This quest is pretty old. That's on my check.
Double speed?
Then again, I'm pretty sure if you do equilibrium, that's also the reason why enemies are scaling.
More enemies.
It's time.
You can stab them.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
You good, man? Did you notice that one monster you just defeated had a different body build? Even the joint's left leg looked different from the others. I'm pretty sure that's what killed Alfred. I did it. I finally did it. I finally avenged Alfred. Kind of. But I'll let you have that one. I had to gather so much courage to come to do Mr. Wayne's errand. And who knew it would turn out to be an avenging trip. Is this fate? Mr. Wayne said you were missing. Mr. Wayne said I was missing? But he was the one who sent me here to fetch the stuff for him. Makes no sense. Look, he's also giving me an excuse of executive order. Research Abraham of the Crow's Collection Squad, former member of the Security Department, is hereby commissioned to retrieve a box of colored Todoroshiel pattern from the Department of Implements Arts and storage zone in the Wang Mendi. The item can be found in the third aluminum cabinet on the left-hand side of the corridor. Wang Ming Mend is personally responsible for all consequences. The notice comes into immediate effect. Period of transfer for a while, I guess. And it's him. See, this is executive order from Mr. Wang. Personally, he gave me. It's a notice that the ad hoc transfer, all the written in black and white, clear as day. Your name is Albert Graham? Abraham? I don't know. Maybe Mr. Wang is so busy with his chores and stuff and made an honest mistake. In order to hand... This order was handed to me by Mr. Wang Mengding himself. Can't be a mistake. I still remember his pupils were dilated. He covered in sweat, hands cold, even his throat was made of a faint gargling sound. He must have been really eager to get Kuros, so I had to get this done for him. This smells fishy. Why are you so weird about this? You aren't freaked out by the monsters like I was before, are you? Anyways, it's safe here. I'll go get the Kuros soon. If you have any doubts, just take this transfer order. Go back to Mr. Wang Mengd about it. We will. So yeah, as much as I want to get to like the new stuff, I want to clear as many old quests as possible beforehand. But like I said, once we get to it, it'll be great. Drop the act already. You dropped the act. I know it's you. You've been pretending to be me, deceiving everyone with your shenanigans, and now you have an audacity to stand here in front of me? Excuse me, but who are you calling a fake? I was standing right here the whole time, and you're the one who's appeared out of nowhere. I have witnesses who can confirm that, so tell me, who do you think looks more suspicious here, you or me? Now everyone, the situation is clear as day. It's already well known that Xenohydro has been on the loose for a long time. Xenohydro can't change its form and mimic others' appearances so perfectly. It is that virtually impossible to tell the difference. I never would have thought that this creature would be so bold, approaching us like this, trying to take my place. Don't try to steal my words. You're accusing me of being a fake. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? What about your claim? Where's the evidence to support it? Is it? You just arrived just in time. Who do you think it is? I should probably leave. Wait, don't just leave. Now the only one who could prove that I am really me. I am the real Wang Mengding. Mengding? I'm gonna butcher that so hard. We just spoke with you earlier, remember? By the way, where's Abraham? Did you find him? And what's the transfer order in your hands? Are the boxers the colored Toro shell patterns? Cheese Xenohydro, how dare you use my identity to steal such a valuable Kuros? Now that the evidence is all clear, it's time to end this. I suggest Isaiah makes the call. I don't wanna. I agree. Isaiah, what do you say? Check the box. Check the signature. Don't waste your time. The note signed Wang Mingi was obviously a blatant mockery of me by the Xenohydro. He can intimidate my looks and personalities real well, so I don't really think that handwritten will be too difficult for him either. I noticed both of us are carrying written orders for the team daily attendance, which can be reviewed at will. We should check the vital signs. We've done that already. The team has already checked the pupil, sweat glands, voice, and body temperatures. Damn it. But perhaps the tension was simply too high to act normal. Our pupils are both dilated, and we both have sweating profusely. Our voices are trembling, and our bodies were cold to the touch. Ugh. Wish I wasn't so worked up, otherwise I wouldn't be able to tell by now. We should check the boxers. Those boxers are Kuros, and are not to be worn. Not to mention that they're personal properties I was there to check. These boxers are clearly planted at the Xenohydro. I, Wang Mingden, the dignified leader of the Department of Implication of Arts and head of the Kuros collection squad, will not allow the Xenohydro to mock me like this. That's it for now. What do you think? Try to dupe him? There's so many questions. I think you would have made your choice, no? I don't think he has. Don't listen to him. It's up to Isaiah to make the call. Who's the real and who's the fake? I don't know, man. I'm just here. Just collect my stuff and go. The left? I knew it was right about you. Good choice, good choice. Ugh. Why should we trust your judgment? You are the stinking outsiders who came out of nowhere. Don't be such a sore loser. Huh? His pupils are dilated abnormal. Sweat is quickly secreted all over his body, and his hair is wet. He's a Xenohydro. Ah, so it worked. spotted my plan. This is no fun. How dare you expose me? I'll make you pay. I'll beat the crap out of you, man.
Don't get complacent.
Not what I thought he was going to turn into.
Time for a buzz.
I wish I was on Quantum. That would have done way more damage. Not. Probably.
Lamps ablaze.
Ice cubes on my gamer girl. Also, it's been a while since we heard this battle
Count on your
music.
strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Time for a buzz.
Let's settle it.
Garage is about done.
The dead return!
Nice shot, Branya. Lunar Hydro combat abilities have been neutralized. Everyone's fallen into an oval-shaped formation to use the center elevator as our starting point. Prepare for the collection process. Pay attention to anyone suspicious around you. There's a burst of chaotic activity and everywhere was a blur. Something seems to be moving fast. The chaos gradually subsided. Well, that happened. Falling count. The numbers are right. No one more, no one less. Alas, the Zendo Hydro has escaped. Hurry up and chase it. There's no point. The Xeno Hydro must have been used to disguise itself as a staff member already. Probably out and already in the storage zone and on its way out to other places. Hey, we learn from our mistakes. It's impervious to set up a security code within the squad to prevent the same fires from ever happening. I'll resort this to Mrs. Hinkle and her assistants to the staff to apprehend the Xeno Hydro as soon as possible. Mrs. Hinkle. Sorry to get you involved with all this fuss. Here's a little something in your trouble. There's not much, but please accept it. If you ever find a Xeno Hydro elsewhere, remember that the Kuros Collection Squad is always here. Don't try to fight alone. Everyone fall in. Oh, Asta's texting me. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Give her all my text messages. Crap. You're so smart. Wait a minute. What? What I heard to text me that was new. These two things? Take a moment. Chance familiar and pull. You stop giving me stuff. I'm trying to clear this out. Oh wait, no. I think I already had this one. Oh, this is a continuation. Sure, we'll talk to Asta about it. Why not?
It's getting late. Where to now?
Asta. You help out of the station. Problem. Foxy and Beauty chat. What is? The Legion is gone. The Kuros are back. Various departments are returning to research, and the newly important goods are from the galaxies are beginning to circulate. Everything's going smoothly in the Project Revival. So, what exactly does the letter mean? Here you're looking for me. Extras in time. Everyone hard work. The space station is pretty much back on its feet. As a conclusion of Project Revival, I want to summon you to witness the fruits of our labor. Just 2 days ago, I retrieved a strange letter. Now that you're here, perhaps you can help me figure out what it's about. Upon the stars is where talent and intellect resides, oblivious to the world and envy becomes blind. Who knew gentleness and kindness welcome only pain and suffering? Like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky, as an inquiry through the spirit's traces. A glance into the site of the storage, even with the iron shoes worn out and unearthly, one has to visit 3 depths. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day, as they turn around, the path will be lit by the resonance of the stars. Cryptologists from the Lotus. I often hear the researcher praise you for your resourcefulness and good judgment. What do you think? Any clues on the message is about? Seems like something in development of... Yes, only the researcher called Wynn in the departments of Implement Arts would speak like that. However, it was a strange story how I got a hold of this letter at the beginning. It was a sandwich in a tome called A Guide to Astral Realm Species on the conference room table. Normally no one looks at it except me. Obviously something Someone wanted to hand me this letter in private, but I didn't dare ask. The staff of the Department of Implemental Art. Who's a cryptologist from Locust Sentinel? Sentinel? As far as I know, there's no one with this title in the space station. It must be an alias. But the identity of the writer is not what's most concerned about. Spirit sounds particularly familiar. Spirits. Can it be the Xenohydro? Well done, Isaiah. You found the key to the text right away. Now everything makes sense. It seems there's no ordinary letter from the informant. There's an intention to report the Xenohydro. Xenohydro has disappeared from the space stations since its escape from Mr. Mingding's hand. This letter seems to be support a rumor that Xenohydro was not caught because of its accomplice. Look at the sentence, an inquiry to the Spear's trace, a glance into the site storage. It's obviously leading us to investigate the Xenohydro's range of activities. And to be an accomplice implies that the existence of an accomplice. As the other 6 sentences, in my opinion, some depict the portrait of an accomplice, some describe the real hiding place of Xenohydro. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to interpret the rest of the message. Now that we're done with other work, this letter falls into our hands just at the right moment. It's high time to put the Xenohydro issue back on the table. What do you think? I'm with you all the way. Considering there might be a tradition among us, his hands in this case are to our staff. We might alter the culprit, and Isaiah, you're not a staff member. You're also met the Xenohydro before. You really are the ideal candidate to handle the case. Here's the accomplice involved in the matter. It's no longer a simple case of Kuro retrieval. It must be handled with caution. Therefore, I would like to ask you to go to the storage zone mentioning the letter to verify the facts. If we can catch the Xenohydro or the accomplice, we'll be able to interrogate them. Then I can judge whether the accomplice motives is malice or not. At the critical juncture, it's up to the final finished project revive. I will go get that thing done for you, ass, so don't worry. It's actually on the 2nd floor right here. Oop. So it's been rather magnanimous person. In fact, here's a chance for you to regain my favor, as long as you're willing to apologize for your behavior. I didn't do those things. You want to deny the truth, Lavinia? Lavinia, you're getting more and more dishonest. Let me help you remember. Busted in my lunchbox, the big hole in the back of my uniform, and the boring letter in reply to the female researcher. Aren't they your doing? It's true. I'm the only one who handles those things, but. And when I was reporting on Miss Asta, you suddenly shout, Miss Capholz. It's too late. The Woboboos are still waiting for you to play with them. You made her think I was coddling with the Kuros, not doing my job. But I was just stating a fact. Just keep it only between you and me. How many times have I told you that? You were just going against me on purpose. Don't forget, I didn't think you were going to repent at all. One day, you'll get sick of this place and your future is gloomy. You'll continue crawling back and seek help from me. You just keep praying. That and by then, and I haven't replaced you with a Renana, and Elena, or Barbara, even someone else. Well then. When can I become braver? Oh, it's Isaiah, the hero of the space station. I heard so much about you. I didn't expect to have the opportunity to see you up so close. What are you doing here? I was Mr. Capolt's secretary, but recently I made a few mistakes when I was running errands for him. So he sent me here to work on the Kuro sorting assembly line. I'm so sorry. What do you think? You must think I'm a joke. You did all those things? You heard it all? Although I don't remember much doing the things Mr. Capoltz accused me of. I also speculated someone else, but everything showed that I was only one who touched Master Capote's things. Maybe Laminia's law really true in the Department of Ecology. They have a saying, anything that Laminia can screw up, Laminia will screw up. Don't rush to judge me yet. Isaiah, do you think there's another explanation for this? Really not. I have a letter for you to read. Sure, but knowing me, I probably won't be much help. Well, if I understand correctly, where it says an inquiry into Spirit's trace, this seems to be referring to the Xenohydro and a Kuros from our department. And an accomplice seems to be some kind of accusation. Isaiah, why are you asking me all this? Are you investigating the escape of the Xenohydro? It's in the storage zone. Oh, really? I've been hanging around here lately. I haven't noticed anything unusual. As for the rest of the letter, please forgive me for my ignorance, but I really don't understand it. But now that we know that it's in the storage zone, and the area is only so large, maybe we can take the initiative and make a list of possible suspects. I'm quite familiar with this place. And there's one or two places I know they're inaccessible where the Xenohydro may be hiding. I can take you to have a look. Actions are better than words, if you don't mind, Isaiah, following me. Yep. I'll follow you. I'll kill this thing again. Oop. Good thing I'm coming back for that. This room smells humid. It's even as Xenohydro is really here. Because the place is secluded and there's a good vantage point. We can watch the whole room from here. Do you want to ambush it here? We can try to make a trap. One of the standard procedures in the Department of Ecology. How do you make a trap? Tightly connect the two disposable kinetic arms. Once the prey steps in within range of the power arm, all that awaits them is doom. To make a disposable kinetic arm, you need to find many interactional parts: strange matter, destruction, and phase flame. Sounds like fancy material. It's okay in the past. We could take as much as we wanted from the Department of Implements Arts, but now we're short materials. It'll be hard collecting it everywhere we need soon. Anyways, we better ambush it ourselves. We may have to wait for a while. Why don't we have a chat to kill some time? Why did you work for him? You're not the first person to ask me this question, especially for his fans. Many people would have a bad impression of Master Capote. They think he's loud and obnoxious. He sounds loud and obnoxious. But I've been with him for the longest time. I know that Mr. Capote is not a bad person in nature. He's just naturally gifted in many aspects, so he can't understand other people's difficulties sometimes. In short, he's just spoiled by fate. Still defend him? No. I was just stating what I see. Since my childhood, my family has always taught me to be focused on the positive, so that life wouldn't be so gloomy. Not to mention, he did give me a job that lets me get closer to real research work in the Department of Ecology, although the price was to work as a secretary. How do you see yourself, Laminia? Me? I'm just an ordinary researcher. Even that sounds like an exaggeration. Because I only got into the space station, my sister's place, of course. Mr. Capote doesn't even know about that. My home planet is quite poor in resource, and most families can only bear support one person going into a space journey. My sister was qualified to come to the space station, but she was given me only chance in the family and in her life. It's a pity. I'm sure I'm such a failure that even my sister were here in the space station, she'd be able to make a name for herself. So how do I see myself? I can't, or dare not answer that question at all. That's all for now. Wait until the very later. The dew has turned into frost and your belly is empty. Oh, that's the worst. But nothing happens. We can't wait for you here forever. The sun's Xenohydro. Maybe it was left a long time ago. We could look for traces left of the Xenohydro in the room. It was used to work out with him last year. I'm gonna walk around and change my mood. Oh. Maybe this thing's a little bit more elusive than I thought. It's a silver cabinet, but there are several hairs left of the Xenohydro's spur. It has fur. It was an ice monster, though. But it has fur? Fur? Oh, sorry, not fur. Wow, I'm dumb. Never mind. Apparently, although it's free, the Xenohydro still returns to the storage zone to sleep. You can't help but wonder if it's Stockholm Syndrome. The description of the collection item nearby has been painted over as a sign of anger, frustration exhibited by the escapee. Right? What this? Can the Xenohydro surf the internet? You didn't expect such a find such an absurd scene. There's a research data about the Xenohydro left on the screen, showing that the Xenohydro was once here by itself. At the bottom of the page, there's a line of unsubmitted words. Nonsense, you'll never catch me. Damn, he knows. It's a completely dry from the data on the screen from a long time ago. Looks like it won't be coming back. Let's keep looking elsewhere. I mean, like across the room. Wouldn't that be convenient? There's a dude right here on this wall. Really? Look at this dude. He's camping. Why was he there?
Let's settle
He's just
this.
chilling? Monster's surprise attack caused some serious injuries. Don't worry, I'll treat your wounds. I have a lot of medicine on me. I was originally going to give it to Mr. Capote by his fans among the medical staff. He didn't want it, so he gave it to me. Well, I mean, I'm not that injured. Come on. Thanks for that, I guess. Feeling better now? Yeah. Found a monster wandering around here, so I hid it away. It's my fault I didn't warn you. That's why I fell for the Xenohydro's trap. Stop blaming yourself. I know, I haven't really been helping so far, and the Xenohydro's still nowhere to be found. I can't think of anywhere else. Should we just give up? I'm gonna re-max the letter. Right, already read that. Back to square one. Anyways, the useful information should be in the paragraph as inquiry into spirit traces. A glance into the site of the storage. Even with the iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit 3 deaths. Can you see anything unusual? Worn out unearthly. Sentence the structure focuses the focus should be on the object. Wait a minute. Unearth. Does it sound familiar? You think unearthly marvel has anything to do with it? Makes sense. I think so too. Therefore, the iron shoe worn out unearthly refers to the passing through the road built to the unearthed marvel. By the storage? Power and stone zone. 2 places we found it so far. Both met their condition. 3 deaths. This worn out unearthed is the condition, and the 3 deaths should be the second gift. Literally, it means going through the depths. 3 rooms. Why did you say this earlier? Well, maybe it's unrevealing the unearthed marvel. This suddenly sparked my realization. All coming together now. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Freaking Kronk meme. Because the letter is correct, Xenohydro should be hiding in the place where there's unearthing marvel, but also you have to pass through 3 rooms to get there. If you still insist on continuing, I can help you to the end. I won't fail. Above me. It is directly above me, it's son of a bitch. I don't mind the subquests in this game, they're kinda interesting. To a point. Like, they're alright. Passing through the road, appeared to unearthing marvel, enter to the deepest part of the rooms where you're connected. This room. Oh my god, I have a twin. Or should I call you Xenohydro? Good thing I was on guard as early as a few days ago. The real Isaiah has already warned me that there may be a Xenohydro wreaking havoc near the future. I expected you to come so soon. Hey now. Let me see, I can't just take care of you. Bypass. I can just take care of you, bypass Mr. Capote, and hand you over to Miss Asta. So I don't have to be a slave anymore. What are you talking about? I'm saying that after all, the real Isaiah and I finally caught you, Xenohydro. He's not bad looking. Another me? I caught you, Descender Hydro. You won't get away this time. Are you impersonating me? I should be asking you that too. I'm Isaiah, the official crew member of the Astral Express. No, you're not. Visibly closer to the Antimatter Legion, the infamous rising star of the galaxy. Who do you think you're impersonating, Descender Hydro? Are you using my face to take advantage of reputation so you can conduct scams in the space station? People in the space station will believe me. Believe? What a joke. Not even Laminia believes you right now, let alone the others. I warned her earlier that someone might be pretending to be me getting close to her. Do you have any proof that you're not the Descender Hydro? I have a baseball bat? No, I have a spear now. That makes it different. No, I do have a baseball bat. Baseball bat? What's that? Can you use it to prove your identity? Or is it the only one of a kind in the universe? It's my body? Huh? Isn't your body a Stellaron? So it's an extended object. It can bash you to a pulp. Is it the kind of violent thug you are? Hey, didn't you want to ruin this pretty face, do you? I mean, I wouldn't mind beating the crap out of myself. It'd be kind of entertaining, I think. I advise you to lay down your arms and hand yourself over. Life in the storage zone is not so bad. Last time Mr. Wang Mingli almost went in. You two may keep each other company in the future. He and I are partners. Yeah, let's see what a third-party witness says. Luminia, it's your call. What are you saying? Luminia? What are you saying? Why aren't you saying anything? Did you suddenly find that you're conscious? You don't have to go back out now? You just exposed yourself. So what? I didn't think you really understand the situation. What's the situation? For crying out loud. Are you too serious? Do you have to spell it out for you? I had long guessed that someone would come and investigate my whereabouts. So Luminia and I decided to lure the investigator here, kill them, and then hand them in as the Descender Hydro. Then we'd finally be free. But I didn't expect you to come. Hey now. Luminia was soft. She wanted to give you a chance. And so we changed the plan from elimination to persuasion. Now, if you want to leave this place, you only have two choices. Either obey and go to the storage zone in place of me, or die and go to the storage zone instead of me. I have a third option. What's that? To kill me? Talk big. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Nah. I don't think so.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Yeah, like I said, I actually like some of the story quests in this game.
We've entered the storm.
That's why I bought a recording them.
To guard and defend.
Because some of them are like that one with the one guy and his GF across space.
I'm on guard.
No, that one was really good. Ever since then, it's like, yeah, I'm recording these. Wow, they didn't kill him.
You took the bait.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Now there's two of you. Seems you and I are destined to go down together. Sorry, Isaiah. I'm the accomplice in the conclusion with the Descender Hydro. I'm willing to accept my punishment. What on earth is going on? You know me. You know what kind of person Luminia is. No talent, no achievements. I can barely prove my value by doing the most trivial jobs. I work on an assembly line all my life. It's fine for me, but how could I face my family? They sacrificed everything for me so that I can come here. Do I repay them by being a cleaner? I can't. I'm not even shameless enough to do that. Capote was my first springboard into success. The only springboard, although I had to rely on him. It's still a decent job in the Department of Ecology. I just once thought it was just to serve him well. I would at least get a chance to succeed. Hard work always pays off, right? Until the Descender Hydro impersonated me to prank Capote and make a mockery of him. It's like a mirror. It shows me my pitiful appearance, so humble, so weak, so powerless. It's also taught me a valuable lesson. Even Luminia can liberate herself from the constraints of others and live like a person. For the first time, I found that I was willing to trade my mediocre future for a free, strained life. But I let that happen. I let it all happen until the rumor that someone in the staff harbored the Xenohydro became widespread. They called it a severe punishment for those who do not report the relevant information. That's when I realized that my personal wishes were not important. I can just be a low-life researcher, but I can't let the space station drive me out. I can't ruin my family's last bit of expectation from me. When I heard that someone being investigated as Xenohydro and its accomplice, I made up my mind to eradicate my opponents and protect myself. Finally, I decided to be brave for once, but I didn't expect to be hampered by the bond between us. It's only it was someone else who came here. I can understand why you did it. Thank you, Isaiah. But I'm not saying this to get your forgiveness. I was just talking to you as a friend, getting things off my chest. There are a lot of things in there unlike the Luminia I know. Maybe it's because I surpassed myself too hard. I'm always focused on other people's needs and have forgotten to look inside myself. If I could only see myself in other people's eyes earlier, my life might have been different. If it wasn't for the Xenohydro, then it was for the letter. I had already figured out the accomplice in the letter was referring to me. I didn't really have the courage to face it. One day as I turn around, better off alone. Better off alone than being an accomplishment. One day as they turn around, the path will be led to residence of the stars. I completely ignored these words earlier. In this letter, means persuaded me. So from the beginning, the informant tried to persuade me into giving up my conspiracy with the Xenohydro and live my own life independently. In other words, independence does not only mean living the Xenohydro, but also Capote and my weakness. Now I understand, although this realization came a little too late. I can let you go. You and the Xenohydro go. Really? Thank you. I really keep a closer eye on the Xenohydro and stop him from engaging the space station. I also prove to you that I can really have a chance because of this experience. I wish her luck. Report back to Asta. That was interesting.
It's getting late. Where to now?
What's up, Asta? Blue the matter? Sorry I couldn't catch some. Well, don't worry, the Xenohydro is in the second importance. Is that Luminia standing with a Capote over there? Rod, you trampled our sincerity. Oh, Mr. Capote used to be so perfect, and now he's just another decided? No. Master Capote, I can't believe you eat mayonnaise. That's disgusting. Give me back those gifts I gave you. What's wrong with mayonnaise? Luminia, why did you invite all these people? I didn't invite them here. I just told them the fact that I was the one who replied to all you fans. Everyone calm down. Let me explain later. Luminia, you don't want the benefits I gave you at all anymore, do you? That's right, I don't want any of it. From now on, I won't help you cook, wash your clothes and shoes, write your letters, or be your puppet. Get it? If you want to find me, remember to ask my secretary, Mr. Non-Existence, for a number. Isaiah, what do you think of this? You seem to know the backstory. I thought I was careful, but you still noticed. Oops. Like the rest of the falling into the depths, even when trying to mount the sky, I didn't use any of the rhymes or enough alteration for this line. It's still not good enough. To tell you the truth, the cryptologist from Locus Sentency is none other than yours truly. This letter took me more than 10 days to write, and I asked Mr. Wang for advice. It wasn't easy. After I wrote it, I couldn't find the right person to get it delivered. Fortunately, the Xenohydro is just a prankster, and there's no rush to retrieve it. Then you appeared, Isaiah. As you turned around to do the best candidate, so I came up with the idea to let you and Luminia share some experience together. So, see where it takes you. But now you should also understand Luminia is actually a kind-hearted girl. She deserves another chance. You're also very kind. Well, now, that's my objective. It has been achieved. I announce the Zendro Hydro case is officially over. Here's your reward. Please come back to the space station for more in the future. Don't forget, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people who receive your help here. Many traces of your hard work through your play. Thanks, Asta. This is a scene of fans having their hearts broken. Terrible one. Don't listen to that woman. Let's not gather here. You don't want to disturb the researchers and attract unnecessary attention from the scenery. Everyone on the space station knows that Luminia is your trusted secretary. What she says must be true. Luminia is a leader of the fan club. No, leader of your fan club to some extent. Even if she has left you, then maybe you're really not worth it. Forget it. There's no point in saying anything here at all. Can we just get our hearts back? Can we just go back to our laughter and tears? Can we just go back to our hopes and dreams? I think we should go back and let our hearts heal. Miss, researcher is right? Please go back for now. Learn from this lesson. Who are you anyways? Mind your own business. No. Oh, we can't even remember our names. I'm afraid it's hard for him to remember this lesson. Oh, can't Master Capote even remember what gifts you got for me? Oh no, I have to get back. These old guys are in implement arts. Catch me, it'll get ugly. My ladies, listen to me. Please just go now. Well, I'll send you a letter of condolence. I'll send you all a letter of condolence letter. Mend your hearts. Don't worry, it'll be written by myself personally. Ugh, who wants that? It will take me forever just to deal with your previous ghostwriter letters. Oh, fine, just give me one. I'll complete the collection. Hey, everybody, nothing to see here. Let's bounce. I don't know why Luminia threw a tantrum all of a sudden. There's so much. There must be an accomplice or someone behind the scenes. Alas, I don't have time to think about it. I still have a lot of consolation letters to write. Yeah, you do. Well, that was done. That was like a two-parter, pretty much. You have a little bit of time left. I'm gonna see what this is. This one has like 2 out of 3. I must have been in the middle of it or something. Find the lost videotapes. I don't know what this one is. Hey, Herda. I didn't mean to do that. Misclicked with my fat fingers. Yeah, what is this one? I must have been like working on it or something. I don't know. The view appears to be falling on an empty space without a beginning or end. The camera eventually gets focused, and now you're looking at a vast hindrance in the universe throughout a standard issue navigation visor. In the distance, a bright blue dot, like a condensed water droplet, you recognize as Herda's space station. The next second, crystallized cracks spread silently across the screen. Dim blue flickers, monsters spread all over the sky. The silent planet begins to crack, slowly apart. Then comes a flashback from a baby crying in its cradle to a joyous laughter and the remnants of the teenage years, and the space station's cold reflection before the final departure. They say your life flashes before your eyes at the moment of your life. This video undoubtedly records the last moment of a deceased person's life. You struggle to pull yourself out of the immersed dark mud. All you hear is the intimate cosmic radio. It also is calling your name. You cannot hear it clearly. This trip feels dangerous. Still calling your name. You can't hear it clearly. You got the videotape. These videotapes seem to be related. Need to be recorded. Records of different stages of life of the same person. Space radio called Shelia pursues justice for a doomed planet geopolitics researcher. Sentence in your mind suddenly becomes broken and distorted. In your vision, dark cabin gradually becomes distorted and strange. His splitting headache and lost consciousness. Uh-oh. Burp. This is medical cabinet. I heard a space station. You fainted because of the condition of the improper information. Can you tell me the information you've just been exposed to? The life of deceased. Also the life of a person named Shilia. Whatever it is, I have a clear mental contamination for you. Now you better go for a walk and see what the other systems have. With me. Yeah, I really don't know this one. Weird. Emergency resolved. Now let's continue. The same problem this time. Well, I seem to be forgetting things lately. I've told you many times before, this is very normal to forget things sometimes. No, I've been forgetting basic things, like my birthday, who my friends are, or how I came to the space station. Fine, just to reassure you, I will give you the full body scan, the capsule treatment module this time. Nothing wrong with your physical functions. On the contrary, there's a little too perfect. Of course, that's your gift. After all, having the talent and not an unusual occurrence, and your talent seems to be your physical health, so in turn, it's only fair that you might have a poor memory. With such a perfect physical condition, it's better to keep this on the file. Let's make a record of this. What's your name? Oh yes, Dr. Joanne. My name is Julia Nova. I didn't even mention the video. Julia Nova. Julia left the space station. She even died. No, Joanne, this is definitely not an ordinary forgetfulness. It seems someone stole my memory overnight. It's good to have your embarrassing memory stolen. That's a good one, sir, but I'm sure what I've forgotten is very important. Even questions like who I am. The way I see it, it won't matter as long as it doesn't affect your research. Maybe you had a run-in with a memory snatcher? Oh, could be. Are you talking about those rascals in the garden recollection? There's nothing those guys won't do to get a hold of other people's memories. If it is their doing, ordinary treatments aren't going to work. As far as I know, these memory snatchers have never been seen in the space station. I have some questions that you might help you remember. Oh, what memories? We have a memory expert in here, do we? I'd like to see what treatments you can come up with, even the medical staff didn't know. Have you ever had a lover or a husband? Nope. Sir, I hope to contribute my everything to this Department of Galactic Geopolitics, including my health, dreams, and my passion. Have you ever left the space station? No, sir, I never left the space station since I was born. I don't think I'll leave the space station until my soul returns to the galaxy. Are you a founder of the Department of Galactic Geopolitics? No, sir, guiding the podcast. Okay, so no. The answer in these questions don't match with the videos at all. So, memory expert, aren't you gonna cast your memory restoration spell? You sound like you're doing a survey. And what's with the videos? Videos are recorded as Sheila's past. Sheila's, well. As far as I know, all these videos are recorded for someone's personal experience. You know, those videos you saw are backups of the researcher Sheila's life. Sheila is what I meant to say, not Sheila. Wow. Can you elaborate what you saw? I saw a whole life go by, basically. That's horrible. I don't remember any of these things. It's like listening to someone else's life. I'll try to sort it out for you guys. So, in the videos, Sheila is a founder of the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and she left the space station and died on the way back to her home planet to warn its inhabitants about an invasion of the Legion, which doesn't match this person in front of us at all. Maybe it's someone with the same name? Time travel? No. The Department of Galactic Geopolitics has registered the name into all the staff. I'm sure there's no one with the same name in mind in the database. How come you remember this so well? It's very strange. There's also an image that I remember very clearly above all else. Rows of security monitors loom within the dark room. This scene goes on forever without a beginning or an end. As if though someone forced this imagery into my mind. But at the same time, it feels like it's a complete memory. Sir, since fate has brought us together, I have requests. Please help me get get to the place in the memories and find those secure monitors. I have a hunch that if I just find those security monitors, everything will become clear. Sure, I'll help you find it. Hey, don't forget, you are both patients. One's a potential short-term amnesia, and the other has temporarily disturbance of consciousness. Don't worry, it won't happen again. Can't find this room at all, then maybe I'll lose my mind. How many Herta stuff do I have, by the way? Oh, okay, this is my last one. Alright, cool. I was just curious, because I was thinking about doing another one after this, if this went on for a while. You go down there to the electrical room, I see. Oh, there's a antimatter lesion. This is the place that she describes it. Yeah, I'm gonna want to get this guy out of the way real quick. Oh, sorry about that. You were saying? Oh, dialogue's over. Something on the screen doesn't seem to be a secure monitor Sheila was talking about. Shelia. Shelia? Is it Shelia's or Shelia? Shelia's. Where did my gun go? Shelia's character introduction. Shelia no, guidance of the Herta Department of the Galactic Geopolitics is a child under the unidentified justice researcher from the space station. Her parents were both killed in the war against the Lord Ravagers. Destruction of her home planet Miniature? Gun Conolive has raised her since her birth. She has gotten a proper and comprehensive education in the field of justice, has made it her mission to propagate the moral ideas of the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. Why is there one right here? Oh, 1, 2. Okay, gotcha. Notes. She's always outrageous and proper in her conduct, and she is never pessimistic in her face of injustice. She runs through experiments and on the ethics of in the space station on a regular basis. No such a fabrication seems to be so pathetic in her contrast to her real life. Her code of conduct will be passed down to future generations. Dialogue lines. Her review. Cryptology was Shelia said it was the answer to my question. Someone's watching her and writing her dialogues, or someone controlling her speech. That sounds like a D&D character. Weird. What's my phone doing? Oh, achievements. Right. Only just got 5 minutes ago. Oh, whoop. I had to get information to Shelia as soon as possible, then we can work on what the secret is. Secrets, I like secrets. Oh. You're too late. Everything's been dealt with. I found the information. Gun from the Department of the Galactic Geopolitics came in and temporarily took over the authority of the medical cabin, saying he knows how to cure Shelia. In return for letting him use the medical cabinet, he's helped our department complete a list of patients' confidential clauses. With that, no matter how influential a visitor is, they must follow the department rules. This will greatly improve the privacy of the doctors and patients alike. Open the door. You heard her. We're working for internally on the patient's confidential regulation. You look like you're in a rush. Whatever. Our department isn't involved. You can deal with it deal with your own problems. All right. Performing treatment of this young girl from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. Do you have a good reason for breaking in here? This is a treatment. There was a little accident, but nothing serious. She seems to have temporarily lost the consciousness, but her vitals are okay. Yes, researcher Joanne, I thought we already researched this consciousness before. Shelia will return to normal very soon, provided you wait outside. By the way, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Gunn, the founder of the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. As you can see, I have knowledge of the authority that matches my age. If you don't leave, I'll have security take you away on the grounds interfering with medical procedures. There's nothing we can do. His authority is higher than mine, second only the likes of Chief Arlen. Let's wait outside for now. Why don't you take a look at what I have here? What do you have a manuscript? I distinctly remember putting it away a long time ago. It seems that you may have misunderstood its content. To tell you the truth, I am a theater enthusiast. I write plays or two myself in my spare time. It's pure fiction. I see you have a lot of doubts about me. Why don't we have a chat? Maybe we can be friends. That's right. If you have anything important to say, spill it. This manuscript talks about a mysterious experiment. This so-called experiment is just a part of my hobby. Some people like gardening. I prefer to write plays. Surely you can't be so naive to think that this has anything to do with what you see right here, right now. Are you? Julia has been reciting the script you wrote in advance. Oh? You've spoken to her? That's very observant of you. Most people wouldn't take notice without paying close attention. Let me put it this way. I wrote a so-called script by intimidating Julia's speech. It's sheer fiction. It should be clear up any misunderstandings you have of me. I think there's alternative motives. That's just pure speculation. Do you have any other evidence? If not, there's no way to continue this conversation. My intuition's always been accurate. What are you talking about? This is the only other residual effect of those watching those videos? Right, the videos. What videos? What are you talking about? I saw you on those videos. What? How could you have seen Gunn and Shelia's videos? Given their age difference, if you saw young Gunn in the videos, Shelia must have been a baby at the time. But that's not what you saw. Unless Shelia in front of us is now neither the owner of the videos nor the real Shelia Nova. If their so-called conspiracy is some kind of experiment, then I can only mean one thing. She's impersonating Shelia under a false pretense. She's strictly trolling Gunn's script. Yep, it all makes sense now. You too. I must say this has been all very entertaining to watch. Well, since you found the video, I suppose I can't hide it anymore. Who would have thought this tiny experiment of mine could attract so much interest? What happens next may surprise you, but no matter what you see or hear, please be patient till the end. Better tell the truth, don't embellish this. Julia, reconnect. We have something to ask you. Yes, Mr. Gunn. But I don't feel so good. Shelia? Are you okay? Now you can give her some instructions, like pray, sing, or shout. Be sure what to do what I say first. Remember, this instructions includes pray, singing, or shouting. Weird. Really no way guys to her department goes. Do you sing? What the heck is going on? Yes, the same person you may have guessed by now. It's all happened because I was too idealistic with my initial experiment design. I thought I could restore Shelia to her original self, relying on only on a script and some technology. Unfortunately, a limited script will never be able to simulate a person's natural reaction in the real world. So I tried linear watch videos from the past, hoping she could get a better understanding of how to be human. But I expect Shelia, or should I say prototype 157, to become so human. She starts to think more and more like a real person. She's even realized that another Shelia who looks exactly like her once existed in this world, where she began to have her doubts of her own existence. This is very dangerous for an android. Really is an android? No wonder her body scans show that her permeators were almost perfect. Like a well-calibrated machine. That's right. The experiment I refer to this perfect recreation of young Shelia standing before you. She was modeled after co-foundation of the Department of Galactic Geopolitics and love of my life, Shelia Nova. She died in the vast ocean of the stars a long time ago. The reason I made a prototype 157 is I wanted to make up for my regrets of not saving my true love when I had the chance. When she found out she's not a real person, in order to prevent cognitive confusion, I had to erase her memory again and again to restore her settings and maintain her normal operation. That's why Shelia had short-term amnesia. That's why she had short-term amnesia, right? But I never expected she would keep asking for help from the outside world until eventually you found her out about all of this. So when you found out about Shelia was being treated by researcher Joanne in the medical cabinet, I came as soon as to try to fix her cognition once again. How does this fix go? There are many possibilities. Maybe she'll finally live accordingly to the script once and for all, or perhaps she'll continue the cycle, fall into another amnesia. At the beginning, to seek help until the next fix. No matter how we deal with Shelia, I beg you, please do not make this experiment public. The ethic issues are bound to be investigated by the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. Please forgive this old man. I was just trying to mourn his dead wife. I'm just a bystander. It's not my decision. I think you have 3 choices right now. Build a prototype 157, truth of our life. Fix the factory reset for prototype 157. Destroy the prototype. And erase all records of the dangerous experiment from history and space station. As the leader in the investigation, it's up to you to make the final decision. As for Gunn, I'll keep an eye on him. Not where I thought this was gonna go. Wow. Why is it always me to make these decisions? Why you gotta put this on me? I'm just a trailblazer. Okay. Well, he either knows the truth, or I let him fix her, quote unquote. I don't want to destroy her because he's just mourning his dead wife. I already feel bad for the guy. He could fix her, but the cycle would start over again, though. Honestly, I kind of want to tell her the truth. Well, since you insist, I'll tell the prototype 157 about her story. How she's going to react is going to be completely beyond my control. Here's how your decision leaves in the medical station's cabin in silence. How do you feel? You just had a very long dream. What did you dream about? I dreamt about a cold space station, and a lost lover, a huge planet, and a silent radio. So, I'm a mechanical replica of a real person. My life is a parody of a death. My thoughts, my speech, even my behavior and procedure are Mr. Gunn's preset. How ridiculous. After learning that the other me has such a rich life, I wish I had my own birthday, my own friends, my own dreams. Take your time, eventually everything will happen in due course. Is it my wish? Or perhaps do I have my own birthday, my own friends, my own dreams? Oh no, there seems to be a problem with her language module. Her variation functions indicators are sharp. Thank you, Isaiah. I'm just a guide in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. I think there's even a longer dream waiting for me when I'm willingly deciding everything to this department. Anyways, thank you, and farewell. Her cognitive module is burned due to the information overload. It seems to telling her the truth was a bad decision. Damn it! Alas, even the most advanced diagnostics equipment couldn't detect the difference between her and the real person. Except, on the side of her neck, there's a vague mark with the number 157. No need to blame yourself. You couldn't have foreseen this outcome. It's not your fault. By the way, you still have Shilia's video there. Time to return them to their rightful place. Cheer up and let everything go back to the way it was. I feel bad. God damn it. Of course the worst thing would happen to her when I just want to tell the truth. Can't do that.
Where to now?
That blows. Experience other people's lives in their own eyes and answering these videos. Brought them all back. 3? Not one too many. You worked hard, young one. Sit down and have a rest. In return, I want to tell you a story. I heard gods know when you want to hear it. Go on. Once in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, there was 2 well-known young people. They were not only comrades in arms with similar interests, but they were also a couple who pushed each other to become better. They were committed to fighting for weak and uphold justice for those who were trampled by the Aeons and their factions. Until one day, justice was no longer just an ideal. The Lord of Ravager came to the female researcher's hometown, and her planet was about to be destroyed. For the first time ever, the two disagreed on how justice should be implemented into this scenario. The female researcher chose to return to her home planet alone to alert them into disaster, but unexpectedly an accident occurred in her journey. At the time, the star rail was blocked by the Stellaron, and her spacecraft was also stranded into the path of the Antimatter Legion in absolute fear. She was to call her space station for help. However, the space station chose to remain neutral in all actions involving the Aeons, and the operator responsible for relaying the ruthless information was none other than the male researcher himself. Though the radio he personally witnessed his own stranded lover ran out of oxygen in the damaged aircraft, how she slowly died, drifting into an endless darkness. For some reason, this tragic story just came to my mind today. I thought I'd share it with you. The researcher in the story is... that's not important. I'm just telling you the story. Any resemblance of real-life events is purely coincidental. Well, that's all for today. Please take these rewards. I hope you see you again in the future. After all, there's still many secrets in this world waiting to be unearthed. Many, many secrets. This is why I chose to just keep doing side quests and stuff in this game, and why I want to clear my laundry list before doing any new content. By the way, I just want to check the shop because I have heard of tokens. It's just... it's interesting. Like, ever since that first side quest we had was interesting, I was like, alright, I'm recording these. These are freaking wild. Crack of Destiny. Nice. And her space station is all done, it seems. I guess the only way to get the rest of the coins is probably Simulating Universe. Can you get more coins in Simulating Universe? No, you can't. Huh. Maybe just get them in the wild, or... by in the wild, I mean on the maps. Well then, that's gonna do it for me for this video now. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched it this far to the end, I really appreciate it. If you wish to support me on social media, I have an Instagram. It's at InsaneIsaiah_64. I also have a thread, which is also in the description below under my Instagram. I think it's something new Instagram's doing with their social media. It's like a Twitter kind of thing. I don't fully understand it, but it's another social media thing. And if you wish to join me and Sir Pinky's Discord, it's in the description below. As well as to my artists, I also have Discord in the description below. You can choose whatever community you like. I really appreciate if you can join us. We're trying to make some kind of community. At least something we can all relax and enjoy on. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!